Hai guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera kepada semua anak murid cikgu Okay, for today we will continue with a new topic, what we call as a linear equation. Okay, in this linear equation, okay, first thing you can see that we have some example over here, okay, to describe this linear equation. Okay, note that the amount of diagram E, so diagram E here, the amount of money here is 100 ringgit. But for diagram B also, the value of the money also will be 100 ringgit. But the difference is, for diagram A, it only have one piece of paper. Okay, note money. Okay, another one for diagram B, it have two notes of money. Okay, but it involve 50 ringgit and 50 ringgit. Okay, so what we can see in this situation is the amount of money in diagram A, it is equal to the amount of money in diagram B, but the difference is, okay, how many pieces of notes that we can see over here. This one have only one notes 100 ringgit, here have two notes of 50 ringgit, so we can say that here is 100, here also is equal to 100. Okay, so an equation in mathematicals, okay, statement that involve, it must be involve equal, okay, symbol of equal. For example, okay, x plus y equal to 5 and 4uv is equal to 9. Okay, so must remember that for equation or linear equation, any terms ataupun variables that have ataupun kita katakan equation tu mesti ada simbol equal over here. Okay, if it does not have a symbol equal, we call it as an algebraic expression. Okay, now we move on to another one. Okay, algebraic expression versus equation. Why I want to state these two things. Okay, the first thing is, in algebraic expression, I've explained to you in a previous topic. Okay, algebraic expressions, okay, they have involved the mix of one or more than one terms lah. Okay, it's one or more than one terms, what we call an algebraic expression. But the difference between algebraic expression and equation, it is, for algebraic expression, it don't have any symbol equal. Okay, for algebraic expression don't have symbol equal. Okay, tak ada symbol equal. Okay, but for equation, okay, so for equation, the symbol of equal must be there. Okay, mesti ada simbol equal. Kalau tak ada simbol equal, kita panggil dia sebagai algebraic expression. Kalau ada simbol equal, kita panggil dia sebagai equation. For example over here, 7h plus 2. Okay, we can see that it don't have any symbol equal. So this one we call an algebraic expression. Okay, algebraic. Okay, x plus 5 equal to 8. So we can see that we have symbol equal over here. We call this an equation. Okay, another one here. We can see that have a symbol equal. So this one is what we call as equation. Also over here, we can see that it have symbol equal. So equation. Also here, equation. This one also equation. One also equation. This one, or this one, we call as an algebraic expression. Okay, this one, equation, and the last one, still algebraic expression. Okay, so this is how you identify algebraic expression and equation. Now we move on to another one. Okay, linear equation. Okay, linear equation here is the equation that consists of term one variable and the power for each variable is 1. For example, over here, okay, for example, we can say that x plus y is equal to 10. Okay, or z plus 2s equal to 30. So they have variables, okay, consists of terms of x, terms of y, okay, and variables also x and y, but must make sure that for linear equation, it must be the power for each variable, it is 1. If it is more than 1, okay, it's not, we call it's still an equation, but we not call it as a linear equation. Okay, we call it other things lah nanti. Nanti masa kamu belajar dalam tingkatan 2, kamu akan tahu lebih lanjut lah tentang topik ni. Okay, yang berkenaan the power for variables that is more than 1. Okay, now we move on to another one. Linear equation in one variables is a linear equation that has one variable and the power of variable is 1. So what means by here? It means that, for example, okay, example here, x plus 9 is equal to 10. So we can see that the variable that in this equation, okay, only have one, to the letter x only. Okay, for example, another one, 3 plus 8s equal to 20. We can see that the variable for this equation only have one, to s, and also the power for this variable is equal to 1. Okay, so only have one variables in equation. We call this as a linear equation. Okay, linear equation in one variable. Okay, now how to form a linear equation in one variables? Okay, so we have a situation over here. For example, m marbles are divided equally among 7 people where each of them receive marbles. Okay, m marbles are divided equally among 7 people where each of them receive this marble. So how we want to solve this? Okay, sorry, I forgot. Receive 12. Okay, 12 marbles. Okay, so how we want to create ataupun forming a linear equation from in one variable in this equation, in this situation. So m marble are divided by among 7 people. So it means that m divided by 7 because there are 7 peoples. Okay, m marbles means that we don't know how many marbles are there. We divide by 7 peoples. Okay, so when they divide these marbles, so for each person that it will get 12. So that's why it's equal to 12. Okay, so now B. Susanna scored B marks in a test where Alif scored 15 marks less than Susanna. Their total score was 127. Okay, so Susanna, tulis dulu. Okay, write first. Susanna, how many marks are there? It is B. Alif score 15 marks less, means that B minus 15. And then it says here their total score. So total will be 127. So how you get 127? Susanna marks plus Alif marks equal to 127. So B plus B minus 15. Okay, this one is Susanna marks, this one is Alif marks, equal to 127. So simplify this, you should get B plus B, you should get 2B minus 15 equal to 127. Okay, this is how you form a linear equation in one variables based on the situation. Okay, so it's very important to you understand how to form this linear equation, because most of the question will give you some equation based on situation, and then you have to form the linear equation, and then you will solve this linear equation based on this situation. Now we move on to another one, solving linear equation in one variable. This one you must know. Okay, you must know how to solve linear equation in one variable. Okay, the first thing you have to know is they have 3 methods to solve. Okay, trial and first we call as trial and improvement method. The second one we call it as application of equality concept. The third one will be backtracking method. Okay, for these three methods, it's up to you which one that you want to use. Okay, but if the question asks you to use specific method, so you have to follow the question. Okay, don't simply just solve the problem based on your instinct without follow the instruction that been given from the question. Now, for example, solve the linear equation 4x plus 3 equal to 11. Okay, try an improvement method. So how we want to use try and improvement method? What means by this? Okay, the first thing is for the trial and improvement method is we try to gamble. We try to guess. Okay, we want to try to guess what is the number for x. For example, I try to use x is equal to 1. I says that the value for x here is equal to 1. So what I have to do is I have to replace the value for the x here with the value number 1. 4 times x plus 3 equal to 11. So 4 times 1 will be 4 plus 3 equal to 11. So 4 plus 3 will be 7. So 7 is not equal to 11. So we says that number 1 here is not the value of x. Okay. So this question asks you to solve. Solve me here means that sebenarnya ayat dia ialah actually find the value of x actually. Okay. Bukannya dia kata solve the linear equation. Oh, you have to solve this. Okay, and then you at the end of your equation you should get only one number. No, it's not like that. Means that you have to find the value of x from this linear equation. Okay, so now we can see that the value here, okay, is not equal. Here is 7, here is 11. So what I have to do is you have to guess another number. For example, here I guess another number 2. So x is equal to 2. So what happened? I replace x with number 2. 4 times 2 plus 3 equal to 11. So 4 times 2 will be 8 plus 3 equal to 11. So we can see that 11 equal to 11. So we can say that the value of x here, okay, is equal to 2. So we can say that okay, you can say that okay, so we can say that the x is equal to 2. Okay, application, and then we move on to another one, application of equality concept. Okay, application of equality concept. What means by application of equality concept here? Okay, application of equality concept actually, okay, you have to draw. Okay, you have to draw some things that equal to the equation. Okay, before this you have to form, okay, you have to forming a linear equation based on a situation. But now from this linear equation, okay, you try to form a situation from the linear equation. For example, yang tadi soalan dia ialah 4x plus 3 equal to 11. Okay, so here is 4x plus 3 equal to 11. So how we want to use application of equalities? So what you have to do is you have to draw. So 1, 2, 3. So here is x, because y x 4x, and then plus with 3. 1, 2, 3. It is equal to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what you have to do is here is 4x plus 3 equal to 11. So what you have to do is you have to potong. Okay, mula buang dulu sebab kita nak tahu ada 4x first, and then from 4x here we can say that we want to find only x, so we divide here into 4. So what happened over here, we also divide here into 4 groups. So we can see that for one group here, okay, we can get 4